Leaving.
And we should be live now.
I like this video.
Corey Davis already here with $10 super chats. Bro, he says, I'm first. Thank you so much, Corey Davis, for showing up early, dropping $10 super chats, a pair of fives our way. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. How's it going, everybody? Wow, who's here today? Corey Davis is actually first, and he dropped a couple super chats before Sir Legna. Sir Legna says first, and the red dot isn't going to be explained again, right? But no, you were actually second, Sir Legna. Sorry. Skepsis D, how you doing? Corey Davis was first. KV Kingdom is here. Drifty explained it yesterday. It's a clickbait thing. Drifty using all the algorithm tricks to get clicks. Corey, your money will not change the fact that my message is longer, which means I was there first. No, it doesn't. Sorry. Corey was there and he said first. I can show you it's there. And he flexed on you with another $5 just to flex on you. Shadow Knight, what's up? How you doing, Skepsis D? Polka Latte, how you doing, Psycho Gaming? How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming, and I'm joined with the beautiful, lovely, talented Purple Heart, hot beverage, heavy plus sign, Purple Heart.
Hello.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I actually changed my hieroglyphic name because of that.
We had a little text-to-speech incident yesterday. It was very minor, and nobody really knows. Yeah, well, I knew it was there, but I didn't realize that so many people still had access to it. I don't know how that got applied, but I fixed it, hopefully, and there should be no crazy text-to-speech thing happening. Nobody abused it, luckily for us, but we wanted to patch that up before it became a problem for people. Anyway, I changed some rules around on the Discord. Join us on Discord, links in the description below. I also added some icons. Let me know what you think about that. If you're missing a role, you need a role, let me know. If you're not a member of our Discord, why not come join us? It's absolutely free. Make a Discord account. Join us, links in the description below. You can advertise all your stuff there. You can, hang out with like-minded individuals. I'm not going to push it too much more. That'll be it. We'd love to have you on Discord. Come join us.
Yeah.
Today, going to be working... Oh, I still have Photoshop up. I'm going to be working in MZ. I'm going to try to make some more progress on my game. I want to release a game for MZ. It's very far from release, and the progress is going too slow, and I'm trying to speed it up. I'm doing a little bit of work off camera to make this go. A $5 super chat from Vino. Thank you so much, Vino. He says, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit here today. Damn, that's nice. So, question. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? A Roberto. You're not supposed to say the end.
Yeah, why did you say the answer?
You have to wait. You have to 99-cent sticker chat that 5 minutes later or something. Or just say it afterwards. Roberto.
Now you have to give us a different riddle.
Yeah, you have to write another riddle. It doesn't have to be super chatted, but it needs to be a new riddle. Drifty T's Discord is awesome sauce and super helpful. I highly recommend it.
Aw.
Are you telling me that her Discord is good, or or are you just vouching for how good the Discord is?
Drifty NT. Thank you, Psycho. You're awesome sauce. I hope you're feeling okay.
Yeah, how you doing, man? How are you doing today, Psycho? You feeling all right? You able to sit down to work on your game? You making good progress? How are you guys doing on your games? Game Jam. We have a Game Jam. We should talk about that in a second. But first, another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that. Thank you, Vino, for the $5. Thank you, Corey, for another $5. So, question, why does the live stream chat not update for me?
You might have to refresh. When I started, I had a white box with a monkey on it, and it said, oops, something went wrong. Yep.
Yeah, press Control R or click the little refresh button in the top left, the little circle with the arrow on it. See if that happens. What's up, Jacob Dressray? How are you doing? What is up, he says. Ooh, $2 super chat from Vino. Thank you, Vino, for the $2. You didn't have to super chat it, but we appreciate that. He says, riddle. What kind of dog is a fan of racetracks?
What kind of dog is a fan of racetracks?
I don't know, one that's addicted to gambling?
Let me think for just like, give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, give us a couple minutes.
Yeah.
What have I got in my pocket, Sis T? That's not a fair riddle. Keys or nothing.
I don't know if I'm gonna even be able to guess this one. The funny thing is you guys probably, here's a fun fact about me. When I was like 13 to 16, I read every dog breed book in existence and like could name every dog breed and like where it was from, what dogs it was bred from, how long the breed's been in existence, and just too many nerdy facts.
Vino, you would know if I'm Googling. I have like a very loud mechanical keyboard and like, it's like this.
Yeah, we wouldn't cheat like that, Vino. That takes the fun out of it.
Do you hear how loud that is? I'm sure that comes up. If you hear me typing, you'll know. Someone will Google by then. That's why I ruined it early. Okay, well, it's time. You know,
tell us.
30 seconds. Just give it, don't immediately answer it, but give it 30 seconds. Just long enough so that if they were to Google and then they come back, the answer has already been spoiled. So you're like, haha, you suck it, cheater.
I just can't think of an answer.
I don't know. A race dog? Lap dogs? Oh, son of a bitch.
See, I was trying to think of dog breeds. Totally off base. That's
dog.
Good. Touche, Vino.
Clang, 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 the sounds of Googling. Exactly. Wrath of Wood gets it.
Even my keyboard's loud now.
Yeah, but you were supposed to have a very silent,
I know,
not mechanical.
It was a lie.
You had a beautiful, awesome RGB mechanical, and it would like it had like the perfect keys that like had the right bounce back, and you're like, I don't like it.
Well, I found myself like just carefully, slowly pressing each key because I didn't like the noise.
Wow.
And
okay.
So
your OCD forbidded you from having it and using it. Okay.
I can't have a mechanical keyboard unless apparently there's some really expensive quiet ones, but I don't want to pay that kind of money for a keyboard.
Well, we got this one. We got both of the other two, both T's, old mechanical and my current mechanical, on a Black Friday.
Yeah. Pretty cheap.
They were pretty cheap. They were like 35, 40 bucks. And they're great, man. Like if you try to get it now, it's like almost 100 bucks. But I got like the Black Friday one. Limit 1 per customer. I'm like, shoot, all I need is 1. Engrossing Flame. This was a tips and tricks we did for Corey, and I'm just leaving it in the game. It's a stacking DOT. Boom. I need to give it a mana cost, though. Or maybe I'll make it a TP cost. Yeah. Let's make it a TP cost. Engrossing Flame. I'm going to make some adjustments and try to get the game in a more runnable state. Boom, boom. Control F. Engrossing. Let's say 25 TP. For now. Because it does good damage. It's probably too strong. Let's make it times 3. There we go. Nerf it just a hair. You shouldn't make it have gold and health cost. No. All right. What I wanted to do was a few things today. I wanted to look at the random map generation. I shouldn't have closed my game. Gosh darn it. And maybe incorporate that somehow. Make that a little bit better. So over here you can generate a new dungeon, yes, and then it takes you to a dungeon and it generates a dungeon. And this is using Aerosys's dungeon generation dungeon generation plugin.
It's hard to say.
Beautiful. I'll also be fielding questions if you have any specific questions. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be working on my project in the background. Hopefully you're also working on your project or something similar. And we can just kind of pretend that we're in the same studio. It'd be great.
We're co-workers.
Co-workers, yeah. Highly recommend you play test your own game a bunch of times. Get a sense for how it feels and like find the bugs. Ah, I found the switch. Bam. So I'm going to probably make my random encounter system now.
Hi, Ready Player. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Ready Player, how you doing? KB's still working on the Magical Girl Game Jam. Oh yeah, we should talk about our Game Jam a little bit. Mm-hmm. Plenty of time left to enter our Game Jam.
Yeah, and if you guys need a baby sprite, I dropped one in the Discord in our Jam channel. We have a channel for the Jam, and anybody is free to use it for anything they want. Use it, edit, distribute. Don't even bother crediting. I don't care. It's there for free for everyone.
You should totally just credit her anyway. She made a really cool baby sprite.
It's kind of terrifying, really, but
since one of the it's even better. Since one of the themes is babies, you can use it if you want to add that theme.
I mean, I've come to terms with the fact that I'm probably not going to be able to make a game, but here and there I might make some assets that people can use.
Yeah, I gave up early. I was like, I'm not going to say that I'm going to make a game for this jam. It would be disqualified anyway because I'm one of the judges. Boom. Exit the dungeon.
Jacob.
That felt good. That felt right. It felt about the right amount of time. And in optional, your avatar is like trying to touch me. Do you see it?
Yeah.
She's like,
I just love you so much. I have to be over here next to you.
We're still getting the sensitivities dialed in, and we're thinking about getting our some custom avatars made for it. But it's like, you know, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work to get them that look and make them look good.
3D models are a little pricey.
Yeah, we're looking at spending like, I don't want to say. It's too much.
We're looking at spending That's perfect.
Yeah. But like, is it worth it? Probably. Let me work it. I'll put that thing down, flip it. What? All right. Remake the banker system. That would be good if I wanted the next step to make the auction, but that's still far away. I think I need to make it so that it's more at least a single player type experience, and then we add multiplayer functions to it. Let's move some of these events out, because now that we have a dungeon generation platform thing, you know, we don't need to have these other events. So I'll start by doing that. I'm gonna leave it up and running. That way I have the console. We've got the server running. This is the Socket.io server that's running the ability to communicate with the database server, which is a MySQL server, and that's all running and all good. So, yeah. Let's go to here. I'm going to take out this little event I made, put that in the debug room, paste it in there. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. Event storage. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll put this event over here. Sure. And the other event we made was somebody asked me how to do something, and I just figured it out. Or I don't know. This was an event that adds random states and we were just messing around with some code. I like to do that. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's copy this and put this into the event storage as well. I have to go potty. We just started. I'll be right back.
Go do the potty.
I need to put a good thing on. There we go. At least there's animations.
We could put like idle animations for our avatars, but I'm afraid that it'll like start yawning when we're trying to like game dev. And I don't know. It seems like counterintuitive or it doesn't make a lot of sense. We don't want to seem bored. Corey Davis with a $5 super chat says, "So will you finish Log? Legend of Driftwood as a base game for this project? Because my file is OP." Huh. I don't know. Drifty will have to answer that when he comes back. Jacob, yeah, what I was trying to say is that your project looks really cool so far. I am excited to play it. I'm excited to play everybody's games. Bino says the U.S. stimulus bill has officially passed both chambers. Sick. 1,400 on the way. Get ready for that stonks rocket. I hope so. My stonks are just like... That's what they are. They're poopy stonks. They're big fat fart stonks. I have faith though. They're gonna get better. They'll be better stonks someday.
We went to bed at 4 a.m. last night, which is... we go to bed late, but usually not that late.
Yeah.
And woke up at noon today, so I was like, oh gosh. And I got 2 notifications from Robinhood. I'm like, okay, good. Yesterday the stocks went up, right? And I'm thinking, you know, they're probably just still recovering because they've been down for weeks now, and I'm like, for sure they're going up now, so that's good. I was expecting to see that my stocks, the ones I'm in real heavy right now, are OGI and ITRM, and I was like, for sure they've gone up 4 or 5%, right? Nope, they went down 4 or 5%. I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't, like, what? You got stimulus talk? Why? What? And I think what's happening is big corporations are trying to shake off the retail investors.
Because it's supposed to jump pretty soon here. It's going to get approval from the FDA, or it's going to be sold. And there's 2 reasons why the stock price would be pushed down. 1, the more retail people that jump off, the more stocks are available for other people to buy, the powerful people. And 2, if they're going to sell it, they could sell it. They could do a better bargain if the stocks are worth less.
Yeah. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. I don't know if you read this or not. I just saw it. I had to go potty.
I did, but you need to read it because it's a question to you.
Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Corey Davis. Appreciate that. Tronogamming. Links in the description below if you want to buy some of his music. He just put out a new one. It's probably his best work that, in my opinion, the most recent one he put out. I like it.
It's very nice.
Anyway, he says, so will you finish LOG as the base game for this project? Because my file is OP. LOG?
I think what he's saying is like he'd love to be able to import his characters or file from Legend of Driftwood into the game that you're coming up with.
Oh, LOD? What?
Yeah, Legend of Driftwood, I think.
Are you at? I'm not sure. Log?
Yeah.
Legend of it's called Legend of Driftwood LOD. Will you finish LOG as the base game for this project? I mean, Legend of Driftwood is not going to get updated soon. It's an MV project. It'll never go to MZ. I'll always keep that one in MV. And anything I make in MV will be like new projects. I'm going to work on this MZMMO. This is my dream game now, and I'm not going to give up on it. Even if it becomes a single player game, I'll just rename it, okay? This is going to be my project. I've decided this is going to be a project that I'm going to finish. Even if it sucks, I'm going to finish it, damn it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to try to get more and more work done, even though it's hard sometimes. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that. Again, dropping a lot of money this way. We really love it. Thank you so much for helping us out. If you want to play my new song, you can add that. And that was just a typo. Okay, so you meant LOD.
Yeah.
I mean, I have said that it's not a finished project. It's just like currently it has a conclusion, but it's not like completely done. But you know, it has a beginning, middle, and end. And I think for what it is, it's a small game. You can play it in 3 hours. I like it where it's at. There's obviously a few things that I need to fix. I think it was I've had a few people play it, and Jack of All Trades was playing it live a little while ago, and he gave some good suggestions, and I'm gonna make some updates to it at some point. There's a few things that I already knew about. I've got some good comments on the itch page as well, where you can download it for free. Legendary Driftwood, shout out on itch. And it'll get an update at some point for MV and become 1.62B or something, or 1.63B. I don't know. I'll give it like a minor change, so you know it's not like a game altering thing. It's just like it fixes a few bugs, adds some new things, puts some new hotkeys in, and some quality of life. So it'll get a tiny update at some point. If you want to play my new song, you can, and that was just a typo. All right, let's take a look at the that song, because I liked it, and I think people might also, maybe especially if they heard some of your other stuff, it sounds different from your other stuff. So he said he messaged me and said, I was trying some new stuff. What do you think about this type of style? And I'm like, this sounds really good. But I don't want to overhype it. I'm just going to let you hear the demo. Now, keep in mind at the beginning of the SoundCloud page, it's got some like anti-copyright stuff on it. Like, so it's like you're going to hear like blah, 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 at the beginning, because you know you don't want to just copy it. A lot of people do that. They'll give you the song, but they'll like voice over and be like, this is a demo, audio demo, you know, blah, 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 blah. So let's go to SoundCloud. I believe it was this one. Rabble, rabble. There we go. Well, I gotta pause this. I think the audio should be about right. Pretty sick. All right, and there's more, but that's where the 35-second demo ends. I want to play it again.
Yeah, but you know, Corey made this.
This is some new Corey. Tronogamming. Light Bright Entertainment. I'll put a link to it right here. I put a link to his SoundCloud right there in the chat, so you guys can just, you know, check out his other stuff. This is his new style, and I freaking love it. $2 super chat from Vino saying, best one you've had to date, Corey. This is fire. And of course there's more to it. I'm just playing the demo over and over. This song slaps. Slamming. Cool. All right. Yeah, go check it out. He's got some other stuff. He just started it though, so it's probably not super populated with lots of stuff yet. But you know, give it some time, and I believe there'll be lots of good slammers on there. Back to the classic MZ playlist that you all know and love. Yeah, boy. Slapping, clapping, baby. $5 super chat again from Corey Davis. Thank you, Corey. He says, LOD is a fun game. It's just not hard enough for me. The full version has the copyright in it off the Discord. Yeah, that's true. I kept making it easier. Sorry, distracted. I kept making it easier because like I got feedback that it was too hard. And I was like, you know what? I would rather make it easier and open up the target market and have a wider audience, because it's already so niche that I was like, I need a larger marketplace thing. So I made it easier. Several times I've gone back and made it easier. And I did get the I did get the sense that the beginning was too easy still, and when Jack of All Trades played it, he said the beginning was too easy as well. But then he got to the middle part, and that's where it gets harder in difficulty, and that's where he quit playing. But he had already played for 2 hours or so I imagine that's why. But like, it does get harder if you stick with it. So I wanted the beginning to be easy to get you invested, and then it gets harder.
You know what you gotta do?
What's
your next update for the game, you should put like a Dark Souls mode. Like, just make a super hard mode for people that want extra challenge.
I'll just undo the changes I made on balancing it. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep the beginning kind of easy. And in fact, if I went through it again, to be honest with you, I would probably make the ending part a little easier, because it gets very hard at the end. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Corey Davis. He says the full version has the copyrights in it off the Discord. He's talking about his music here. Oh, you sent the full version for me to listen to on the Discord? Hold up. Oh, I think you sent it before. I mean, I don't know if you want me to play that you want them to buy that. You know what I'm saying? 35 seconds of that is pretty good. You want them to buy it to get the full thing. Oh, in your Discord, the Light Bright Entertainment one. Toronto has his own. I'll put it over here. Toronto's got his own Discord server. And here it is, the full version of it, I believe. Let's press play here. Oh no, this is the demo here. 35 seconds. It's got the copyright thing on it. Oh, it even says my demo. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Aries? How you doing? Some fire track right there, man. No, that's the demo still. I don't know. But it's all good. It's all good. You want them to buy it for the full version. It's not a terrible price, you know, so you can put it in your game. It's Soupcraft. How are you doing? Wait, judging from that, it's an MMO. I see Socket.io in this in the title. This is going to be multiplayer. Yeah, it should be. I mean, it has some basic multiplayer functionality. The game is very early. I've only been in development for like a month on it, and it's been very slow. But I'm going to try to speed up the process and work on it in between episodes and whatnot, so that I can get this into a more playable state. Now, something really cool happened over the weekend. There was an announcement from Phoenix Kagedisu, and I haven't even checked it out yet besides a video that somebody linked to me. So, and he's got some functionality. Like, I've been trying to do this for a little while, but, you know, I'm not an amazing coder. I know a little bit, you know, and enough to patch together some things. And I've wrote a few. My shining achievement is a Discord bot. So, I mean, I haven't really done very much as far as like coding it from the ground up. I'm not a fan of reinventing the wheel. If it's not broke, I don't really care to fix it. And if it already exists, I want to use it and change it so that it works the way that I want to do it. I'm more of a game designer than a coder, and same thing, I'm more of a game designer than an artist. But you know, in this field, we all got to wear all of the hats, and so I wear all of the hats, and I do some of them poorly, and I do some of them okay. And I think I want to check out Phoenix Kagedisu's code and plugin in order to see, because he's in order to get this project in a state that will be more multiplayer. So in fact, why don't I look that up right now? Let me just go to Google. Phoenix Kagedisu. MZ multiplayer plugin. I know he's got a Patreon, and I've backed him on Patreon before. T's currently backing him on Patreon. I think I might still be backing him on Patreon. He had the AlphaNet for MV. Here's his Patreon page. Boom. Let's put it. Just want this one thing. Dang it! I've got a 4K monitor, so whatever. All right. So what is this? What are his tiers? It looks like he's updated it recently. That's good. Phoenix Kagedisu's made a lot of cool plugins. I remember translating one of the help files from Russian to English years back in the MV golden days. $2 a month, access to private alpha ABS plugin builds, Patreon features, $5 for developer package. Another $5. Speaking of $5 super chat from Corey Davis again. Thank you so much, Corey. He says Elias Drift can code. He just doesn't want the upkeep. That's so true. Don't ask me to make your plugins. I'm not going to do it. And the song is in one of the other channels. Ah, gosh. Thank you so much for the $5, Corey. All right, let me find it because it is pretty sick. And what am I going to do? Not play the man's song? He's throwing money at me. Come on. We got to play the man's song. Let me find it. We just set up forking the servers, so like if you make an announcement on his server, it'll show up on my server on our server as well, which is pretty cool. Yo, I don't see it. Where is it at? What channel is it on? What channel it be? Anyway, I'll give a second. $5 for developer. I'm gonna back Phoenix Kagedisu because I'm about to get this plugin and start putting it in the game and checking it out and see if it's gonna work for me. I know, like, technically we're already backing him, but I want it on this computer, so I'm just gonna back him again on this one.
Makes sense.
Everything of the member tier, access to private AlphaNet Pro and Alpha ABS Pro builds, access to extra resources, access to pro versions of all my plugins, and then the supporter $11 a month. Everything of the developer tier, you will be added to a supporters page on my site, including a link to your website. Oh shit, product placement. Maybe we do $11 to Phoenix Kagedisu and get some Driftwood Gaming links in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Show more. Also, you'll be added to plugin descriptions like a supporter. You can post requests to make Alpha ABS or another of my plugins compatible with any other plugins that you use in your own project. I will review it, and if it's possible, I'll make a compatibility in the next month update. One request per month. That's like, wow.
Yeah.
See, that's the hard part about making plugins, is keeping them up to date and compatible with other plugins. That's so much work, man. That's like,
why I will never sell a plugin.
I just will not consider myself a coder for this. It's just not going to happen. I will code every day for the rest of my life, probably, and I won't consider myself an actual coder.
Yeah.
Wow, he's doing okay. He's getting $800 a month. That's doing awesome. All right. That's a successful.
He deserves it for what he does.
That's a successful
really active
Patreon.
And he's actually porting it to MZ already, and it's
AlphaNet Z is what he's calling it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this was the Alpha ABS public. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm looking at this right here, AlphaNet Z. Can I watch this? I'm gonna have to mute it, right? Because I don't want any copyright music. So this is the idea here. He's got. I'm not gonna just straight up bite the whole video. I'm gonna skim through. Play. So he's got like a battle set up, and he's got network options. This is an MZ, you can see, all right. So he's walking around, and different clients see each other. All data transferred via the cloud. Okay, cool. We're doing that with Socket. But man, you see how many times we tried to get that to work. Just this. It's super repressive, right?
Yes.
Just trying to get this where you see from one client to another moving around. That's a task, man. It's harder than it seems. We tried to code it from the ground up, and we worked on it for a straight month, and like we got some progress, but we didn't get it right. And so he got it right. He's doing it. He's killing it. And then he went to the next step, which this is what we were going to do. This is what we were trying to work on after we figured out how to make them walking on the same map, try to get multiple people inside a turn-based battle, so you can team up with people and fight a battle against like harder bosses with the teams and stuff. And so he's already got that going. Each player can control their own character, but only for test purposes. In this video, I control all the players myself and one client. But so he's saying like everyone can control their own character, and that's pretty badass.
It doesn't show him doing it on the video, but I confirmed with him he does. Oh, 2 super chats from Corey. You gotta read.
Ideal timing. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat again, Corey Davis. Awesome. Community post, just have to scroll up. Okay, I'll go to the community. We're gonna click on that. Community post on his server.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking where. Oh, there it is. I found it.
I was looking on our server. I'm like, wait, we don't have a community.
You know, he's selling this track, but he's also got it posted on his server for us to hear.
Oh, I see.
So let me play that real quick. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Tronogamming gamer. Corey Davis for another $5, just throwing money at us. We really appreciate that. Here's his new track. A link to his SoundCloud, a link to his itch page where you can buy this music is at the bottom of the description of this video. No time to waste. And if it doesn't have it in there, talk on it every now and then. Plus, I'm sexy. Ladies.
That reminds me of the Anchorman. Hey, everybody.
Come and see how good I look. Thank you, my dude. No, I haven't seen a picture of you, so I can't confirm this. But I'm just going to say
face reveal. Corey.
I'm just gonna say it's probably true. It's probably true.
I totally get that. A lot of people online don't want to show their face. In fact, I was really hesitant at first, and I wouldn't even mention that I had kids for a long time because it's scary. It's scary out there.
So we're gonna listen to Trono's new track while we look at Phoenix Kagedisu's MZ multiplayer battle test. I'm totally gonna get this and check it out and see if it'll work for what we needed to do here. And maybe change things so that it will work, because it's going to save me so much time and make leaps and bounds of progress if we can get it to work. So his goal was to make it look the same for all the players, which is what we wanted in this as well. So he also has a dedicated server based on Node.js, which is great because I'm coding through Node.js, so it'll also work with the way I'm coding it. I may have to like, I don't know, because it'll be different servers. Maybe I just change the address? I don't know. This is sick. So like this is like 2 people, even though it's just him. The battle end is not done yet. After the battle end, what happens? Oh, okay. Test with some Vigistella MZ plugins. So he's trying to make this completely compatible with Vigistella's plugins. I will use front view battle this time. Side view battle with Visu Battle Core is not good. And oh, okay, that's unfortunate. So using the battle core and side view battle system is not like in a good condition yet. That sucks.
Yet. Operative word right there is yet. That means he's working on it. So.
Yeah.
And he really does. He updates his stuff frequently, and he adds new features and really cool features to his stuff very, very frequently.
Yeah, I mean, I hope this can be a thing, because that would be sort of a requirement for me, that it does work with the
Side
MZ
view
stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do front view battle system. So this doesn't really like, this next part, it doesn't really like tick the box for me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Doesn't really like provide what I want, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, he said yet. So that means he does plan to make it work, or he's working on trying to incorporate them together. Wow, look, it's got a whole setup there. You pick your character. Whoa, I gotta go back and look at that again. Hold on. So like, you go into the game and you've got the network button. And you click on network. And then you've got, let's pause it. You've got create a room, join a random room, and some settings. And he's hosting his own server. So if you're developing a game, you can play on his dedicated server for free and ready to go. It's going to be always on. That's pretty sick. I mean, ultimately, this is not what I want to do. I want to have my own server hosted, but it is really cool to test it on a public one like this.
Here's the thing. So Legna asks, does this require a network hosting like the previous version, or can it be run peer-to-peer on a server? He hosts a server that he lets people use for free.
It has to be hosted on a server. You need a server and clients to connect to the server. That's what Socket.io can't work. As far as I know, I'm sure there's probably a way. But like as far as I understand it, you need a server and you need the clients to connect to the server. And I believe he's using Socket.io, right? Wouldn't he be?
He did for MV, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Socket.io is the best for this. We looked at a few different options. We used Discord.js, we used Faye, and I think Socket.io is your best option here for this type of networking. So I would imagine he's using Socket.io, but he's hosting a dedicated server that you can connect to, and you don't need to like host your own server, which is really, really nice. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much for showering us with money today, Corey. We appreciate it. We love you, man. Thank you for supporting us and helping us pay our bills. He says, say if you need to play some music, just hop in the server and play something. Most of what's in there, I'm still working on. That's a great idea. And I think going into the future, we may be doing that more as you add more and have like more playlisty type of stuff going on, because I like using this. This is a really lightweight application called Foobar, and it's super good. I recommend you download Foobar. Don't use Windows built-in music player. It's pretty ass. Also, there's a bunch of them. Most of them suck. I like Foobar. If you have your own stuff downloaded, you don't have to worry about ads. It's like using Spotify or whatever other application you're using. I don't know if people still use Pandora. Do people still use Pandora? I did for a little while, like 5 years ago.
Have fun, Soupcraft.
Hope you had a good lunch. Take care, man. VLC, I used to like it, but it's always bothering me. Downloading new codec. And like I can't even watch any of my DVDs on it anymore because all the codecs like have expired, and like just so I hate how the DVDs and the movie company has tried to battle anti-piracy so much that you can't even enjoy the movies you've like bought legally.
Yeah. You can't even watch your own movies. This. It's so stupid.
Yeah, like the movie industry is just so dumb sometimes. But anyway, they're dying. I like movies, don't get me wrong, but I'm just thinking they do stupid boneheaded shit and shoot themselves in the foot. In the vein of, well, we won't make money if we don't do this. I'm like, well, you can if you're smart about it, but they didn't like that approach, and they went with like expiring codecs and like stuff. You just can't even watch movies. I literally can't watch DVDs in my DVD player anymore because like the software doesn't even run it properly anymore. And like if you do want to get software, it's like $150 for the software to run it that has up-to-date codecs. And it's all stupid. I'm so over it. It's just like, people use streaming services now, and that's why you have like everybody jumping on the plus wagon. That's what I'm calling it, the plus wagon. You've got like Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, History Plus. Like everything is doing a subscription-based viewing plus service, whatever. I don't know how I got on this tangent, but I like Foobar.
I've been on Netflix for over 15 years. So like,
wow.
Yeah, the streaming service game is strong with me.
I haven't had cable TV for like 15 years.
I've never had cable TV.
You've never had cable TV?
I went straight to streaming. Now we have Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and Disney Plus, and that's enough. And it costs less than cable still.
Yeah, and still on Hulu, like, oh man, I'm gonna drop Hulu. We've dropped Hulu like 5 times, and then there's always like one show we want to watch, or usually it's the kids like saying, hey, this is what we want to watch today, blah blah blah, and then we get Hulu for like, okay, we'll get it for 1 month so you can watch that, and then we forget to cancel it. They know it. That's how subscriptions work. They'll give you 7-day free trial because like, hey, you get it for free, no risk, blah blah blah. But you got to give them your billing information. And Hulu, so as soon as it expires, you automatically get charged.
Hulu really gets you too, because if you get their cheap service, you have to watch commercials.
It still plays ads.
Yeah, so you have to pay like an arm and a leg just to be able to watch something without a stupid commercial.
Yeah, it sucks. You either, if you want the $7 Hulu, you still watch a bunch of ads. And if you don't want ads, it's like $16 or $17 a month.
I watched a movie on Hulu yesterday, and it was very weird and a waste of life to watch. I regret my life choices.
Oh, is that one where the chick boned the fish man?
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah.
The Shape of Water. I don't know if anybody watched it, but it's very, very weird.
I didn't watch it.
It's well acted. It's well acted and directed.
I sat here while T watched it, and I was playing Diablo 2, a modded Diablo 2 game, and I was like, what the frick is happening? And, I tuned in when there was, like, weird music that was playing, and I'm like, did she just bone that fish?
Yep.
And she's
She
like,
did.
yeah.
They totally were boning.
Yeah, that's what happened. So that's what happens in the movie. Spoiler alert.
Now, when I bone a fish, it's deboning, and I'm going to eat it. So, like, I didn't relate at all.
So T-bones fish. Just remember this.
Yep, to eat them.
I'm just talking about food. I'm talking about T-bone steaks and fish. Like, I mean, you can't even follow the conversation.
Oh, gosh. Where have we gone?
I'm looking at this plugin, and it's not ready yet for me to get, unfortunately. According to this,
yeah,
it's not going to work yet.
Aww.
If I want to use Battlecore, I've got to use first person, which is not going to happen.
Wait, but if you get a higher tier, can't you ask him to make features in it?
I think he's planning to do that anyway.
Okay.
But I'm going to back him anyway and get it. I mean,
boner. It's funny. When I was a kid, my dad had a friend that everybody called Boner, and I didn't understand why.
His name was Boner?
People would call him Boner, and so I started calling him Boner, and he's like, don't call me that. And I didn't get why. I totally didn't understand. I thought it was because he had like a hard head or something, because it's made out of bone.
No, a boner means an erection.
Yeah, I would call him erection.
He probably didn't want a young,
he didn't.
thin, petite girl calling him something like that. He's like, that sounds weird, don't do that.
I was like 5, 6 years old. I was way too young to understand anything.
He definitely felt weird when you called him Boner, I'm sure. Imagine a 5-year-old T calling somebody Boner. They would be like, please don't do that, little girl. You're so cute. Stop it. If you like this plugin, you can support me on Patreon. I'm going to do that, Phoenix Huggity Sue.
Yeah, boy.
We're gonna back you. We're going to boost your signal today. We're going to boost your signal today because I like the direction you're going. I like what you're doing. Thank you for moving into MZ territory. This is super cool. I'm super into what you're doing. I think that Dejica should push Gacha Games, which is a subsidiary of Katakawa, to focus on multiplayer more because, man, if one person from Russia can do this with a Japanese engine, then I know for sure that a team of Japanese coders and engineers can make this happen in a more grandiose way. And hopefully, anyway.
I'm sure it's possible. I'll be back dabbing on you fools. Bye.
Dab. Yeah, your avatar just goes, oh. It's straight up Rick Ross. It's like, oh. I know that it's possible, and I think if they focus on reorganizing and restructuring things so that it's multiplayer friendly and it's built with multiple people, even if it's couch co-op, it's a step in the right direction. Obviously, multiplayer online would be your main, like your golden goose. They could totally do it. And they can get rid of the massively part of it, and they can just keep the multiplayer online like feel, like they can tap into that market, right? RPG Maker MO. RPG Maker MO. That sounds pretty sick, and it works like as an acronym. And they don't really need to say MO stands for multiplayer online. People will just get it. People will just know what MO stands for. Of course, MO stands for something else. It's like cute anime thing. It's something in Japan. So maybe they can take that and what do you say? I can spend time developing such plugins thanks to my Patreons. Yep, shout out to the Patreons. Love my Patreons too. My patrons on Patreon. I hate it when people say, all of my Patreons. they're patrons through the Patreon. Whatever. It's stupid. I'm not going to die on that molehill. Let's join. Let's not show my credit card information. That would be great. Let's not do that. All right. Let's do monthly $11. We can do that. I can afford that. To Phoenix Kagadisu. And let's back him today. Again. Let's boom. Confirm. Wait, what day is it? Yeah, that's fine. So it'll bill me for this month, and then it'll bill me again on the 1st or the 2nd of next month. So that's good. It's fine. Confirm. Phoenix Kagadisu, keep working on this. I want to see this get better, farther, faster, stronger, harder, leader, more epic. Congratulations, you're now a patron. All right, bringing it back down. Bringing it back down. A Phoenix Kagadisu, $11 a month. Benefits, something sent to your email. Cool, cool. I'm gonna share it on Twitter. I'm also promoting this guy. I'm not gonna say blah 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 blah. I'm gonna say I'm really excited about the new stuff. Phoenix. I always have a hard time spelling Phoenix. Kagadisu is working on. It will help out the MZMMO project. Boom. And then backing him on. I'm shouting him out. Shout out to Phoenix. Cool. All right. So promoting him, giving him money. I like it when people. We got him over the $800. Now it was 7 something. Now he's at 807 a month. Killing it, man. He's killing it. Good job, Phoenix. I gotta get this plugin now. I know I can do it somewhere here. Working on blah 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 Anima X system. He's doing lots of stuff, but I'm mainly interested in the AlphaNet Z plugin stuff that's got going on here. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much for the $5, Corey. Really, really appreciate it. You're being very generous today, and we love you so much, dude. Thank you. He says, if you support me on Patreon, I can hire a team to make personal games. Personal games? What do you mean personal games? Personal games? Is this NSFW games, Corey? Those games do very well on Patreon.
I'm gonna have to hard pass on that
I
one.
know people who make like $2,000-$3,000 a month making NSFW games on Patreon. Like, I have relationships with people who make porn games, and they are doing very well. And the thing is, they don't always want to make porn games. They're just like, this is what sells. Mm-hmm. He's like a guy, very, very good person, very nice person. Doesn't really care too much about porn games, but he's like, I tried to make another game and it didn't get any backing and nobody cared. But as soon as I made 3D boobs, people were jumping on board, and now I make $2,500 a month on Patreon. So I got to go with what's paying my bills.
Right.
And like, yeah, really, really nice guy. A wholesome guy, like a really nice person making porn games. Mm-hmm. So you can't judge someone who makes porn games just because they're making porn games. Like, maybe they tried at another angle and it didn't work. So they're like, they got bills to pay.
Aries asked, did you guys make a tutorial about how to make custom tiles? On the MZ Basics tutorials, if you look through them, there is one for how to make your own tile sets. It's just a basic overview on how to do it, but maybe that'll help you.
Vino is saying, look, I'm debating switching to make an NSFW game. A dev I talked to makes $16,000 a month doing it. Holy shit. No, I'm serious. Like, it's a market that sells, will always sell.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't mean you're a dirty person because you're making one. You know, it's about business at some point. You want to be a game dev. You want to be able to support yourself. You want to be able to, you know, to pay your bills and do what you like. Sometimes you got to sell ass and tits, and that's just the hard reality of this. Now, this is a family-friendly stream, but I'm not advertising to kids. I mark every one of my videos not towards kids. This is 18 plus only. And if you're a kid under here, make sure you have your parents' permission. Like, I try not to cuss. I still do sometimes. I try to keep it as family-friendly as possible, but I'm also real with you, and I will shit on a game when it's bad, and I'll tell you what works and what doesn't work, in my opinion. And NSFW games have consistently worked time after time. Not everyone will succeed. If you put ass and tits, it doesn't mean you're going to succeed.
Nah.
But it certainly ups the odds quite a bit.
a lot of those games, quote unquote, with that stuff in it is really just hollow shells. Like that's all it is.
You need
there's
good
no
art.
Substance
Listen,
whatsoever.
you have to have good art.
That's all you need is art.
But let's be real. Would a game sell very well without good art, even if it wasn't in SFW?
Apparently, all you need to do is use crappy art and put pictures of nipples on things.
I mean, maybe, but if you want to sell a good RPG Maker game, you still need good art. And NSFW
Yes,
is not really the same, but the barriers are a little bit lower.
I want to clarify what Drifty just said. He said if you want to sell a good RPG Maker game, not make a good RPG Maker game.
Yeah.
People can make a great RPG Maker game with RTP, but it's not going to sell as well as one that has good aesthetics, better art.
I'm going to drop Phoenix Kagedisu a little personal message. Hello there. Hello again, Phoenix. I haven't talked. I know we haven't talked for a couple years or so. Not since I translated. I'm trying to give him like. I'm sure he remembers me. I don't know. That's my ego talking. I think he remembers me. I helped. Oh my God. Translate some of the early alpha ABS help files and did some minor promotional stuff for you back in the glory days of MV. But I just wanted to say I love what you're doing, and I hope you keep working on the new MZ. What is he calling it? The MZ
Net Z or something.
MZ
Alpha Net Z.
Alpha Net Z plugin.
Hey Wacky, what's up?
I've been working on an MMO using MZ. I know, it's a stupid idea, a crazy. Well, I don't really need to say shit. Let's just leave it at that. I've been working on an MMO using MZ for a few months in different iterations using... I also don't want to give him an earful. Different texts. I'm not going to do that. But as I'm sure you know, it's got some issues. I was hoping that your plugin... What did I drop? Something just fell off of me? Wow, I had a toothpick just laying there. Wait, useless information for everybody. I was hoping that your new plugin would speed up the process for me and fix some of the issues in my game. Blah 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 blah. I've decided to back you at the $11. Well, let's not say money. Let's say, what was it called? Supporter level. Supporter level. And I hope you, and I wish you much success. I've also started my promotion of your Patreon and plugins, blah 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 blah. I hope to work with you in the future. Use, in parentheses, use your plugins in my game, etc. Keep up the good work, and I hope you're able to make... Now here's my personal request. All of that was fluff. I do mean it, but it's also fluff. Here's my request to him. I hope you're able to make side view battles work with the Visustella, because this is what I really care about right now. Visustella plugin suite. That's a key. That's a key point for me, for my project. Keep up the great work. I hope you're able to make side view battles work properly with the Visustella plugin suite. That's a key point for my project. Please join our... I gotta do it, guys. Listen, I don't care. Please join our Discord.
Everybody should join our Discord. It's the best place to be.
Where we would shower you with
love
praise.
and affection.
With love and praise.
Affection.
Love and praise.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
Please join our Discord where we will shower you with love and praise.
We promise we won't know where you live. We won't stalk you.
T.
I'm just saying it sounds a little creepy.
I know, it does. Okay. But, I mean...
It's great.
I was... I have to, right? You guys know. No,
Zariab, I wouldn't label it as manipulation. I think it's required.
I'm not manipulating, no.
No, it's required, because if somebody just like messages you and is like, I want this, but like, how does that make you feel? You want them to be like, listen, this is why I like what you do, and this is like how I know you and how maybe you know me or whatever, and like lay some groundwork and don't just be like, give me something.
I'm not manipulating, I'm being sincere.
Yeah.
But I'm also stating what I want and letting them know that, look, I like what you're doing, please keep working on it. And come hang out with us, man.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us. We want to be in the loop better.
I would very much rather that somebody who knows my work and wants something from me tells me why they appreciate me before they ask me to do something for them. Personally. I don't know if that's the same for everybody else, but just like, don't just text me. If somebody sends me a one line, hey, do this for me, I pretty much ignore it.
Hey, how do you do this?
Yeah.
Hey,
like,
whatever your name is,
I got
how
better
are you
things
doing?
to do. I don't even know you.
No, I still respond to those. I shouldn't as much as
Drifty
I do.
is very responsive to, like, sometimes he'll get a message and he'll read it out loud and I'm like, and he starts typing and I'm like, my gosh, you're a saint.
I don't always do that. Sometimes I'm like, they'll write me a book and I'm like, yeah, okay, tell someone else about it. I don't give a shit. But I do read them, and if I can answer it quickly, I will try to. $2 super chat from Vino. Thank you so much, Vino. He says Driftwood rule number 1: always wear that advertiser's hat. You have to wear all the hats. You might as well, when you have an opportune moment, you're throwing money at somebody, advertise your thing, you know? It's definitely VinoGames.com, right?
Yeah.
Right? That you missed an opportunity right there, Vino. You should have said ... VinoGames.com. Right there. That's
shameless
what you...
plugging.
$2 super chat, VinoGames.com. That's what you have to do. But I did it for you, so it's all good. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Again, geez, you're being very nice to us today. We love you, Corey. Thank you. If you ask me for something, I'm going to just ask how much you paying, and we go from there. No, that's true. Now, that's a straight business talk, and I totally respect that, too.
You know, and that's different, because when you walk into the bagel shop and you want a freaking cup of coffee, you're not going to be like, hey, this is my life story. I'm glad you make bagels.
No, it's true.
You're just going to buy a damn cup of coffee.
You're just going to buy the bagel, right?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, look, I ain't got time for this shit. Now, I don't know if Phoenix Kagedisu is going to even read this, but maybe he will, because I mean, we have worked together a little bit in the past, not a lot. I just translated some stuff for him and praised him and shouted him out and gave him some promotion, and he made cool plugins for me, and that's what was a good relationship. But now I'm throwing him money monthly, so I also think he might read it because it's a Patreon thing and he likes money. People like money, it's true. And so maybe he remembers me, maybe he doesn't, but he still might read it because I'm backing him. So there's always that. And I don't expect him to join the Discord, but if he does, outstanding contributor. He's done amazing things for people. I definitely, he's going to be immediately praised and loved. Bam. Let's refresh it. He's at 807 now. Sweet. All right.
Wicked.
I need to download stuff. I need to get something now. I need to get it. Actual pro versions of my plugins. Let's get this. MV only, MV only, MV only. Map inventory for MV and MZ. Let's get that. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Get it. Gotta get it. Get it. Gotta get it. Get it. Good. Cool. We got that. Let me make a place for it. Do some file management. Let's make a folder. New folder for Phoenix. Kage Disu. We'll leave it at that for now. All right, what else was there? Because I'm looking for MZ and beyond right now. I learned some stuff the other day. It sucks if you're still using MV and you wanna deploy your game to Mac, because you just can't. Any new Mac, it won't actually deploy to.
At least one user. I would like to hear from other Mac users if they can play MV games on their Mac with the new Big Sur operating system. If anybody out there's a Mac user that uses Big Sur, can you try and play an MV game and let me know what happens? Because like I only have one data point right now.
All right, so let me rephrase this. Yeah. I don't own a Mac.
Yeah.
I especially don't own a new Mac. I don't really like Mac. I don't like Apple products, really.
The pricing is awful.
I'm not going to talk about their terrible business practices, except for that they're terrible. Right. But I don't own them, so I can't say for sure. But I know that the 1.2 version of MZ came out because it was affixed to Big Sur's new processors.
Yes.
$5 super chat from Corey Davis. He says, "Is there a way to make my advertisement show up at the bottom like this? ... YouTube Tronogamming Hammer checks it out." Gamer?
Yeah, it's supposed to be gamer.
Tronogamming Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh, Hammer. Oh, right. You're right. Tronogamming Gamer. Check it out. I get it now. Okay. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much for another $10, Corey. He says Hammer is supposed to be gamer. Oh, obviously, right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for that $10. Tronogamming Gamer. There's a link in the bottom. We could put a link to your YouTube channel too. I think that's in order. If you want us to do that.
KV, actually, I haven't asked you specifically, but if you wanted to try it, that would be great. Try and play an MV deployed game, like a game that somebody else deployed for MV. Let me know if it works on your Mac.
T, find me a link to Tronogamming Gamer's thing and send it to me, please. And I'm going to put it in the description of this video. At the bottom, we're going to put right above his SoundCloud, I'm going to put a link to Tronogamming Gamer's YouTube channel, because that's another, side avenue that Trono's trying to grow here. You got to wear all the hats. You got to do all the things. If you want to be known, you got to be on all the socials. You got to have your SoundCloud, and you got to have your itch stuff, your projects posted. You got to be on Discord talking to people. You got to have your YouTube page. You need to be live streaming on Twitter or on freaking, what is it called? Twitch. Can't believe I forgot that. I don't like Twitch. But, if you want to do a lot of live streams, you can just do it on YouTube. But some people like Twitch, and that's another avenue you can use. You got to have a Twitter handle. You gotta post Twitter updates and link other people's cool stuff and follow other cool creators. And if you want to make it like you want to have the advertiser hat really going, you need to get all that shit together, man. And Toronto's doing it. He's doing it. He's putting it out there, and we're gonna boost the signal because he's a cool guy and he's throwing money at me to do it. So like I think it's called for and appropriate. Oh, shit, sorry. I'm going to download some more of this stuff from Phoenix Kagedisi. I want to get all the stuff that's available for MZ that's relevant to my project. Now, the map inventory seemed cool. I don't know what it is, but I need to look into this and check it out some more. I also have another plugin I need to check out. It was sent to me by Anthony Browning about unique items, and it's really cool looking thing that it's the independent items thing that Yanfly did for MV, but he told me specifically, yeah, we're not going to do that for MZ because it is a compatibility nightmare. And so I totally get it. I understand they don't have plans to do that, so the attach augments plugin is not going to exist. The enchant items things is not going to work. Independent items is not going to work. They'll always be stackable. I mean, I understand it's a ton of work and you don't want to do it, and then like it's just an impossible task at some point. The more you add, and it was probably a regretful decision in MV. But I'm still glad they did it in MV and it exists in MV. And I know it's possible, but it's not going to be widely compatible with everything. And so if you're trying to appeal to the mass, like the huge entire audience, it's not going to work for the entire audience. But for niche cases, it could work. And I'm really interested in making that work. Thank you, honey.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Let me copy this YouTube channel, copy link. We're going to put this in the description of this video, and I'm going to edit my settings. So from here on out, Toronto.
Vino, do you use Big Sur on your Mac?
From here on out, Corey, a link to your YouTube channel is going to be at the bottom of all of my live streams. I just need to remember to do this. Tronogamming Gamers YouTube channel. And then in parentheses, I'm going to put Corey. Boom. All right, let me get this link again. Come on, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. I know you can do it. Come on. Copy this. Thank you. Save. All right. All right. Remind me after the stream to add that to my defaults so that I don't have to manually add it and it'll just be there. Okay. I'm going to paste it in here.
I'll probably forget though.
It's all right. It's all right. We're going to get it though. We're going to get it. Because if anyone deserves a permanent link, it's Corey Davis, Tronogamming Gamer. Oh, yeah. Boost the signal.
Biggest contributor so far in the history of Driftwood Gaming.
Truly. Yes. I would say the second biggest is Damian Floyd. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but shout out to Damian Floyd. Still love you, my dude.
Yep.
Second.
And Waffles and Damian are probably pretty close.
No, they're not.
No.
Vino is up. I'd say Vino is tied.
Oh yeah, Vino, Waffles.
Vino is the third.
Corey.
You got Corey, then you got Damian underneath, then you got Vino, and you got Waffles underneath.
It's a good thing he's not hearing that right now.
Oh shit, Waffles hasn't been around for a little while.
Oh, Waffles, you're missing it. Vino.
But I mean, we're just talking about like we're talking about boss status on the Discord, and it really we appreciate all support, even if it's like a 99-cent sticker, or even if it's just you showing up and saying, "Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?" That is also very much appreciated, and we love that. Thank you so much.
Damien, I don't think a lot of people realize, but like back when Drifty had to go get treatment for his eye cancer, there was a charity drive because we needed help paying for his treatment.
Yeah.
And Damien really made sure that we got the full amount. Like it got a good chunk, but then he made sure the rest of it was put in, and it was a considerable amount. So just in that alone, like Damien just
absolutely
blew people out of the water.
We'll forever be grateful for the people who supported us when I needed to go get cancer treatment, and
that was hosted by Studio Blue.
I'll never forget that. Shout out to Studio Blue for the thing is, I'm talking about the GoFundMe that my sister started.
Yeah.
But also there was another $1,300 that was raised from Studio Blue's just like scheduled a live stream
to make the GoFundMe hit its goal.
Yeah, to make it work, and Damien came in and dropped like I don't know how much exactly.
Like $1,600.
It was over $1,000.
It was a lot. Yeah.
He dropped like $1,000 plus. And it was like just incredible, and we met our $5,000 that we needed to travel to New York, and we were there for 3 weeks, and I got cancer treatment. I was in radiation for 72 hours.
And you guys want to hear the crazy thing? We put all those donations in the New York City fund, the treatment fund, and on our last trip, we used the rest of it. Like, it was exactly the amount we needed.
I think it was like $4,800.
We put a few grand in ourselves, of course, and then what people contributed helped us to be able to make it a possibility.
We also applied for grants.
Yeah.
And we got 2 grants that gave us like $600
free
and stuff.
Flights.
We also applied to this thing called Angel Flight, and they gave us free flights. So even with the 2 grants we got, and the free flights, we spent like $4,800 of the $5,000 we got. Like we spent it all.
Yeah,
like we needed it all. It was incredibly expensive going to New York City.
It was so weird, like watching the last penny be spent on that last trip, and we're like, wow, it was just enough.
We guesstimated, and we were like within $100 of it. You know? Yeah, it was great.
And by the way, I don't know if you guys know, Drifty did have a checkup to make sure that everything is going good, and he's still in full remission, and everything is going great.
As far as 2.5 months ago, I'm still not cancer free, but the cancer's going down. Like it's getting smaller, and so that's amazing. That's great. I'm so happy. I feel blessed. Thank God. Thanks to everybody who backed us. It's not where I wanted the chat to go, but we went there. I just wanted to say shout out to everybody. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we got some more super chats.
We just love all you guys.
Another $5 from Corey Davis saying, yeah, put it out there. He wants the link for the YouTube channel. We're definitely going to do that. And then he shows up with his other YouTube channel, Tronogamming Gamer, with a $5 super chat, which is Corey Davis, everybody. It's Corey. Thank you so much, Corey, Tronogamming Gamer. He says, I need to start being on this account when I watch. It's probably a good idea because people will see the name and realize it exists, and that's the problem with your it's a problem with your whenever you have a new software package, whenever you have a new game, whenever you have a new account, a social media thing. If people don't know it exists, then it could be the greatest thing in the world, and people don't know it exists.
You need exposure, which is a crypto, by the way, so go out and buy it.
Exposure is actually a crypto. Man, I bought Dogecoin on a joke. I put like a little bit of money in, and it made me like $48. I'm like,
so cool.
I'm like, damn, I jumped in at the right time on that. But anyway, thank you for another $10. Toronto, appreciate that, man.
Everybody who helped Drifty get his treatment, you don't know how much I appreciate you, because I have my man, and he's amazing, and you guys all rock.
Well, the thing is, my treatment was $70,000, but I had insurance. I have insurance.
Goodness.
Thank God I have coverage through low-income Medicare. Like that's to be honest with you, it's low-income Medicare. That's how I got covered. And and like we're still in that bracket, and so we got it. We got in, and I got it covered.
It's Medicaid.
Medicaid's for like older people.
Yeah, Medicare's like the retirement.
Oh God, no,
benefit. Medicaid. Yeah.
Low-income Medicaid. Like we still made that bracket, and that's why I was able to get it covered. So I didn't pay for the $70,000 it cost for the treatment, but we still needed money to travel there and to pay for lodging, to pay for the food.
One trip alone, it cost for one of the apartment. We got an apartment in Manhattan. It's incredibly expensive
to go to New York City.
Yeah, and we got an apartment in Manhattan for like half a month. It was $3,000 for 16 days. $3,000 to sleep under a roof for 16 days.
Listen, like we wouldn't have done that exactly that way, but we had to be separated for over 72 hours, and T was 8.5 months pregnant. Yeah. And I'm like, no, you need a good spot that can be like...
Well, it was actually one of the cheapest options we had.
Yeah, I know, that's true. Yeah. That's true. But still, it couldn't be like, you couldn't just stay in a hotel that long because it would be way more. But we found a little spot, and it was in a close enough to the hospital, and
I had a little kitchen so I could make my food.
She was 8.5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And we were going to be separated, so I was like,
and
oh
I
my
was
God.
in a wheelchair.
And she was debilitated because of a hip condition where she has very loose ligaments, and that happens to a lot of people when they're pregnant. And so I was pushing T around in Little Chinatown in a wheelchair with an eye patch over my eye, so we looked like a couple of like handicapped people, you know, because we were handicapped.
Oh yeah, when we walked into LaGuardia Airport, or was it JFK? I can't remember, but whatever airport we were flying out.
I think it was JFK.
They took one look at us, get into the line, and one of the security officials came over and they're like, "No, come with us." And they brought us to the front of the line. That was the coolest shit that happened. Oh, we haven't told that story. Yeah. That was so cool because it didn't happen any other time. But like there was one time when we were leaving JFK from New York City to come back, and I had this eye patch over my head, and I can only see with one eye. I mean, I still can only see with one eye, but like I had like a fresh head bandage, like I had a head wound or something, right? Because I couldn't leave it on. I was using a walker, and I was clearly 9 months pregnant.
So here I am with my head wrapped in a giant bandage, and I've got one eye covered completely, puffed out with white bandages on my head, and I've got all this luggage on me. I've got like a little push walker thingy. I've got backpacks on me. T's sitting in a wheelchair, and she's like almost 9 months pregnant, and so like we're at the end of this very long line, and we didn't expect any special treatment.
Wait in the line.
We were just like, whatever, we've done this like 5 times already.
Yeah.
And then security walks up to us and we're like, oh shit, what do we do now? And they're like, no, come with us. We're gonna put you at the front of the line. I'm like,
they brought us right up to security.
I was
and we
like,
just walked right through. And
I was like, okay, thank you. And then we just walked right through. I was like, oh, that's amazing. We got the pity vote right there.
We would have been in line for over an hour and a half.
Probably. But the thing is, we still waited an hour and a half past.
Right.
Like
because we were there early.
We were there early because we knew it was going to be an hour in line.
Yep.
But that was pretty cool experience.
It was.
You know, even all things considered.
Also,
right?
when you get free tickets for cancer treatment, they put you at the front of the plane, like right next to the bathroom, and so it's like the best seats that you can get on the plane almost.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to try to complain because it wasn't like the best seats.
They were pretty good though.
They were always right behind the best seats.
Right behind the first row, which is the best seat.
It wasn't the best seats.
Second row past that.
But they were nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
It was fine. Yeah. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much. He says sup. He just wanted to throw another $5.
What's up, Corey?
That super chat put us over $100 super chats total chat revenue this stream. Thank you so much.
Corey.
I appreciate it, man. I just, we're doing great now. Life is good. We love you guys. We love you so much. I gotta pee again. T, you wanna keep the stream going or something?
People, sure. I would say, okay, I'm going to share the craziest experience I had since we're on this subject. I was in a wheelchair because I was in excruciating pain. I was in more pain than, I can even fathom right now because it's over. But I couldn't even take one step without feeling like I was being stabbed in the hips. Even just standing there, sitting hurt, laying down hurt, rolling around in the bed hurt. It was awful. So I'm stuck in this Manhattan apartment, which is ground level because I can't go upstairs, and Drifty is in the hospital getting his cancer treatment, and I also had a really bad cold because one thing that a lot of people don't realize is when you're pregnant, your immune system is hyperactive. So if you even get a slight cold, it really floors you. You get a high fever, you get the snot, you get the headaches. It's just terrible. So I had this cold and it was just killing me. And I'm laying in the bed trying to drift off to sleep after Drifty went for his surgery, and somebody grabs the doorknob. Or no, first they pound on the door, and then they grab the doorknob and violently start trying to open it. And as you can imagine, I had an absolute heart attack. I could not sleep for another 10 hours after that. It was so terrible. But nothing bad happened. I was there for 4 days. Wasn't a big deal. There was a massive spider in the tub, and it actually kept me company. I'd go to the bathroom and be like, "Hi, spider." I knew it couldn't get out, so it didn't scare me. If it could get out, it would have scared the crap out of me. Drifty's avatar needs some drool, and it would be perfect right now. I wonder how hard that would be, to add some drool to the avatar. I'm sure it's possible. Vino says, I just checked my account. I've done 710 in Super Chat since December 1st. Wow, Vino. Damn. That's amazing. You rock. Toe McDowell, yeah, the Scandinavian US system is an unfathomable horror show. People having to bankrupt themselves for a chance to not die of treatable diseases is insanity. Really? I didn't know that the Scandinavian... Oh, as a Scandinavian, the U.S. system. Yeah, the U.S. system for medical treatment is messed up.
Got a baby. Joshua says that she didn't even go to sleep.
She didn't. No, we can't watch that right now, honey.
Oh, my baby. It is so hot in here.
It is really hot in here.
It's a huge breath. I don't know. Well, guys.
Yeah.
We have a toddler who laid in bed for an hour and 20 minutes and probably didn't sleep at all. So we're going to have to deal with that. I'm going to download a few more of the things that are available inside of this resource pack.
Oh, no.
AlphaNet for MV. Well, how do I get the AlphaNet MZ yet? Is that available? How do I get that?
Working? The sound's not working? She says, oh no.
Oh no. She's talking now. She's saying sentences. So
Unstoppable
adorable.
Force gives $5 for the friendly tub spider. That spider was so cool. He kept me company.
Thank you so much, Stoppable Force, for that $5. Appreciate it.
I was telling him about the spider in the tub in the Manhattan apartment when you were in the hospital. It made me feel less lonely.
Toa, oh man, that's terrible. It says, yeah, sorry for the wordiness. My dad got cancer last year and my mom's had a chronic disease for years. If I had to pay for their treatment too, oh boy. Glad you guys managed to keep afloat. Yeah, we got lucky that we didn't make as much. We got lucky that we didn't make too much that year. And we qualified for low income Medicaid.
Medicaid, yes.
Medicaid. I can never remember.
It's such a messed up system, though. Like, if you work hard, you go to school, you go to college, say. You go to college, you get yourself an engineering degree, you become a nurse, whatever. You get a nice middle-class paying job. You buy a house, you start to raise your kids, you get hit by cancer. All of that gets eaten up because there's no recourse for somebody in that position. Yeah. All their savings get eaten up.
Yeah.
They lose their house, they lose their cars, you know, or they die. Like, that's the choice you get. You either lose everything you worked for or you die.
Oh no, I definitely feel that we were blessed by God.
Yeah.
Like God did it, because there's no other way. Everything could have orchestrated itself and the way that it did. Like, I don't know how to say it, and it's I don't want to go on that
we were definitely
on the live
blessed.
stream.
Yeah.
But man, it was like #blessed for real. It just worked out. And it's due to God and directing and helping everybody do what they needed to do and making it work. You know, I couldn't plan it the way it worked.
No, it was crazy.
I could have all year to plan that, and I would not plan it the way that it just actually worked out. So it was great.
As even just the timing for Lily to be born, because we were terrified she would be born in New York City.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it was really chill. She was actually a few days late, and so like we got back, we had time to unwind for a week and a half, and then 2 weeks, and then she was born, and it was a beautiful delivery. It was only a three-hour delivery.
Yeah.
Very fast. She was like, I'm ready to come out. Bam, she's out. It was the first time T had an epidural. She had.
Oh, so good.
This is her 5th baby. It's my
so
first
happy.
kid. She had 4 with prior marriage. You know, we got married and decided that I wanted a baby, and she said she wants 1 million kids, and so she wants 10 kids, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
With my body, I think I'm gonna have to be happy with grandkids. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That might happen soon because of other girls doing.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's so. 2 weeks we had to rest, and then she woke me up. She hit me in the head with a pillow at 3 a.m. It's time to go to the hospital.
I know. We were so exhausted, and I'm like, I know as soon as I try and fall asleep, it's gonna happen, because all day it was like threatening to happen.
But we had our bags packed like for the week, because we knew like any day now Lily's gonna come out. And so we had all of our bags packed, ready to go to the hospital. And as soon as I fell asleep, like at 2:33, I get a smack in the face with a giant pillow.
That's his experience, right? He falls asleep exhausted, but like I just doze off and a massive contraction happens, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I get up and I go to the bathroom, and another one happens right away, and I'm like, whoa, okay, that was very fast. And so I went out to the room, and a third one happened right away, and I'm like, okay, we gotta go. And so I'm like, honey, babe,
no,
babe,
I don't remember
honey.
any of that.
And so he wouldn't hear me, and so I grabbed the pillow and just threw it at him.
I don't remember any of that. All I remember is poof. Oh, what happened? It's time to go to the hospital. Okay, let's go. And then like here I am. I'm still like healing, and I can't see it. You know, my other eye's all like just gross looking and terribly closed. And I'm like, all right. I'm trying to drive, and she's like.
Yeah, and the window's all frosted.
It's all frosted over. It's raining. It's 3:30 in the morning now. On the way to the hospital. It was just a.
And Drifty was driving my car, so we couldn't find the defroster.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where anything's at.
It was great. It
was an experience, that's for sure.
My favorite part was the epidural, for sure.
I bet. It was the first epidural after 5 kids.
Oh, it was fabulous. It was amazing.
How do we get the AlphaNet Z?
I think it's like in development.
He hasn't released it yet.
I don't think he's released it yet. Yeah.
Shit. I need to message him again. I'm sorry, man. Is there a download link for the AlphaNet?
Yeah, Static Bud
MZ?
says, I have 4 kids. I couldn't imagine not having them. The more kids I have, the more I want. It's a crazy thing.
She wants 10 kids, man.
I want 1 million kids. I want all the babies.
I don't know if Drifty can handle more babies.
No, I can't.
I got 4 step kids and 1 of my own, and well, they're all mine basically, but 2 have moved out, which helps.
Yes.
I'm really proud of them. They did a great job. All things considered, they're doing very well. You know, we got the 2 boys here, and they're doing good. Spoiled little boys. I'm spoiling them the best I can. I got them like baller computers, you know, like, because when I was young, my dad got me a computer when I was 13, and I felt like it was such a huge bonus to life. I was like, I'm gonna do that for my kids. I'm gonna make sure they have a bonus for life.
We got them something cool yesterday too.
Oh yeah, we bought them. It was hard to get.
It was hard to get.
We got them an Oculus Quest 2 VR headset.
Oh, it's so cool.
And I didn't even really want it, but now that we have it, I like it.
It's so cool.
I
want to spend money on games now.
I don't know, man.
I want to get all the games.
There's a game called Beat Saber that we played the demo to yesterday.
It's so cool.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like, when you have to duck, it hurts my knees because I'm getting old, but like, but it's pretty fun.
It is. It is.
Yeah, man. Another $10 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that. He says, I sent a super chat, and I think Vino has did more in super chats this year than me. Before my mom died, I spent almost $40,000 on medical alone for her Medicare medications and for her medical treatment. Yeah, I mean, Corey's an incredible, generous person, and I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
He's been giving money out, helping people's moms out, and like, people are struggling, and like, he's helping them out, and like, he's been helping us out like a lot this year, last year, and no, I believe it. And
yeah, Stoppable Force, I hope you get your baby. Everybody should have a baby. Everybody, all babies for everybody.
No, not everybody should have a baby. No, not everybody should have a baby.
No, you're right. Not everybody should have a baby.
Some people shouldn't procreate, man. But yeah, I mean, she's the best. I love my little girl. She's the best thing that ever happened to me, hands down. But she is a handful. Needy little girl. I love her though. Anyway, she's eating mommy right now. She's eating mommy. Did I send that message? I don't want to spam him again. I'm gonna just assume I sent a message. And
babies shouldn't have babies. Well, Zariab, that's what I did. I was actually 16 when I had my oldest, and I agree. Babies should not have babies.
Yeah.
My daughter made it, thank goodness, but I was definitely not Mom of the Year at 16 years old.
All right, let's close that.
You guys see my super chats? $10 from Corey Davis. You guys see my super chats, and healthcare doesn't cover stuff that you need, so I'm stockpiling. No drift, just 40K on medical. She had cancer. Also, she was on hospice. He's saying he spent 40K on just medicine.
Yeah, didn't I read that?
Isn't crazy?
I read
medical? That. Oh, yeah, medical.
Yeah, I read that.
It's crazy, the costs to just like not die in the United States.
Thank you so much again for another $10, Corey. Appreciate that.
Especially when there are other places in the world, like the United States touts themselves as like the best country in the whole world, but like Canada, right upstairs, you don't have to like choose between having your house and dying. You just go to a doctor and get treated.
Yeah, we definitely need some reform, some healthcare reform, and I do believe that there are options for people who just have nothing out there, and that needs to be expanded upon. I think Biden's trying to do that. If you live in the U.S., I think that's. I mean, it looks like we're going in the right direction to me. You know what I mean? You know,
it doesn't matter who's in power. It seems like the country is heading in that direction, but in my opinion, not fast enough.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get political because I don't do that here. But yeah. Another $5 after that. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate it. Another $5. Jeez. He says all after stockpile is supposed to be weed. What do you mean after stockpile is supposed to be?
Stockpile of weed.
Stockpile of weed?
Yeah.
I feel like we're on the verge of becoming federally legal.
Yeah, New York is talking about making it so like people on Medicaid have weed covered.
I think it is a treatment option for people. I think some of the concoctions they make aren't good.
Oh, it is supposed to be medicine.
I think some of the medicine they make is just way too strong, and it's like it can make people sick and dependent, and like it's not what it used to be.
But then there are other cases where medication is absolutely needed, but you can't get the medication that will work best for you because you're on Medicaid or you don't have the right kind of insurance or whatever.
I think it should be covered as like a treatment option. Weed, you know, not like maybe not specifically flower weed, but like you know, like CBD stuff is good for a lot of things that should be federally legal. Like some kids have seizures, and CBD has been proven to stop their seizures. That like you don't get high off of CBD. I've taken CBD. You don't feel shit. You don't feel anything. It just like makes your body like not have seizures and have like it reduces some inflammation and stuff. You know, I don't think every cannabis product should be approved, but I think there should be some products that are approved.
I think
for,
with
like,
time it'll become
federally treated.
More like usable.
It's my opinion.
I've done some research on it recently, and like it's done like a pendulum swing. Like way back in the day, it was more CBD.
Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate another $5 there. Damn, spell check's supposed to be Medicaid. Medication. Yeah, just for the medicines that she had to take, 40,000. Crazy. But That's
yeah, like
insane, man.
It's taken a pendulum swing. Back in the day, it was mostly CBD and then some THC, and that's why it was considered harmless, because in a lot of ways it was. But then now, like the THC that they're pushing now has almost no CBD in it. It's almost pure THC. But the thing is the way that it works in your body is CBD protects your body from the heart damage that THC can do.
Right.
And so without that balance, THC is really not good for you.
Well, you need a balance of things,
you need to balance it.
Right. And to be fair, most weed is mostly THC. It's like you'll have fraction of it. Well, even back in the day, fractions of a percent of CBD and like maybe 5% THC. But what the thing is now, it's so concentrated. There's weed out there that's like 30%, 40% THC.
Well, that's just talking about flowers. If you go into like the oils,
the concentrates, it's like
vapes,
80%
yeah,
THC.
It's unnatural.
Yeah, it's like incredibly potent. Right.
It's crazy.
And you can't like especially if you're getting like a vaporizer or something, there's no way to like regulate it. There's like some hits will be more a mixture of vegetable glycerin and propylene glycol and little bits of trace amounts of THC, but then other hits will be a concentration of it. So like one small hit is not equal to the same as another one small hit, especially if you go from product to product. They're all different. So regulating yourself on those is a huge challenge.
And education, because I think people will look back to the glory days of weed, you know, back in the 70s, where it was actually pretty safe to consume. And some of the stuff that's out on the market now is not actually safe, and it is causing heart attacks, and it is causing deaths. But you know, and the information's going to be borne out more with time, and like I said, in time it's going to be balanced, I'm sure. But right now, it's just like on steroids. Wacky Swacky says, as a former corrections officer, I support legalization of all drugs. I couldn't agree more. And it's not because I agree with heroin or cocaine usage or anything like that, but I think the black market does
more damage.
It does so much damage, and you could solve that by putting everything above board.
The money you raise from allowing that to happen can go into treatment plans.
Yeah.
And instead of incarcerating people for having an addiction, you can help them go through treatment.
Right.
And you can actually help them in a better way than trying to lock them up for it. It's just kind of retarded, the system we have. But here's the thing in our current administration, and like I said, I'm not political, but I'm saying they've looked at removing privatized prisons. This is a huge step in the right direction.
They need to do that.
Because there's so much money to be made on incarcerating people, that people are being incarcerated for things that shouldn't be even illegal.
And most people don't pay attention to that because adult criminals are scary. But if you look at the juvenile prison system for children in Pennsylvania, there was a wonderful case study for this. It was a terrible, terrible situation, but people need to look at it because they privatized a juvenile detention center for kids, and a judge who was getting money and kickbacks from these people who were making money off of these kids being incarcerated was putting kids in jail for stupid stuff, like not getting good grades.
Right.
They were going to juvie because they weren't making good grades.
Or they'll have like a gram of weed on them and they go to jail.
No,
they go
less than that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, nobody should go to jail for that.
They were making money off of children's and families' misery.
Right. I think we're moving in the right direction, but it's progress has always been slow. Mm-hmm. But I think we're going in the right direction. I want to believe that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
same,
I want to believe that.
Same.
$5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much. He says I grow my own weed, but not the stuff the government says you could grow. I let the land move my weed to grow. Like I don't want to go into any more details on that, Corey. Protect yourself. Don't incriminate yourself. Here's what I will say. In some states, that's completely legal. So we're going to assume that's the state you're doing it in. Guys, we have a baby wandering around. We're going to let you go. Have a fantastic day. What a really, really fun, awesome stream we had today. We love you very much. We hope that you come back tomorrow at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we have another stream where we will hopefully get more work done. But even if we don't, we have fun just hanging out with you guys.
Sometimes this just evolves into a podcast.
It does.
All on its own.
You know, we could just do an audio only thing. It's half the time it's just the same screen and audio going on.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do work while we're live streaming, but really, to be honest, I get way more work done when I'm not live streaming.
Yeah.
I get better answers to my questions, and I resolve tough issues better when I'm live streaming. So there's the give and take to both, and I love doing both. And hopefully you have fun working on your project. Thanks for joining our podcast today.
Yeah.
We love you very much. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Join us on the Discord. Like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. T also has a channel. Links in the description. Also, Tronogamming Gamer. Links in the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, Jonathan, we start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Monday through Friday.
$5 super chat from Corey Davis at the end. He says, I saw we have a co in chat. I can't talk anymore. A co?
CO?
A CO in chat? Oh, a CO, a correctional officer. Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, shh.
Yeah, but they said they want to legalize all drugs, Corey.
Here's the thing.
And he said he was a former correctional officer.
You know, we know you're doing this in Colorado or California, right? There's actually like 5 states that allow that now, like 5 plants or
and
something.
It'll be more by the end of the year.
It'll be more. I believe it's going to go federal legally.
It will.
On some point. Even if our president is not fully for it, the pressure is there by the people.
Especially with
he's
COVID.
a people's president.
They need economic recovery, so that's going to put a little more pressure
There's money
on
the states need money right now, and that will generate massive amounts of money. I think there needs to be regulation, but I think it needs to be legal. That's my personal opinion. I'm not going to get political, but that's going to be our show today. Bye, everybody. Bye. Love you very much. See you next time. 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. EST. Bye-bye.